You guys drop one to Joplin tonight by a 6-3 score hoop. You guys had plenty of runners on base. They walked a lot of hitters in this ball game, 10 total. It just didn't seem like you could cash them in aside from the 6th inning.
It's kind of the story of our season so far, I think. A lot of guys we've left on base throughout the season, and got to grind it. When you're struggling, you got to grind it out and find ways to get guys across the plate any way you can, especially when you got a guy like Tim Brown on the mound who's going to keep you in a ball game pretty much every single night he's out there. So pretty frustrating right now. We're a roller coaster team. We'll play really good for a couple days, then we get really bad for a couple. So going to continue to try to figure this out and get the right pieces to find some guys who are going to, like I said, going to compete every night, night in and out. And it gets kind of old watching the same thing over and over, and that's kind of felt what it's been like throughout the season so far. You know, we continue to talk and be positive day in and day out, and that's not going to change. Us as a staff, we're going to be positive every single day with these guys here and work with them and continue to work with them to get better.
Tim Brown, you talked about that. When teams are going through a little bit of tough times, you look for that guy to come out, give you a great outing. He was quality through 7 innings. He gave up 2 runs to tie the game. It just seemed like they came up with a triple every time when they had a runner on base, and he just couldn't overcome that.
Well, and that's the problem. 3 runs on the pitching side of things, you should win a ball game. So he put us in a situation to win a ball game, and like you said, 3 hits we had tonight. I know we walked quite a bit of times, but we still continue to leave guys on bases. Timmy Brown was himself as usual and gave us a chance to win a game.
How much, with the recent transactions, 7 players moved either in or out before yesterday's ball game, how much do you have to readjust to the way you structure your bullpen and try and figure things out down there towards the end of ball games?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you lose quite a few guys in a week, it's tough, you know, especially at this level. Not a ton of guys out there right now to replace them with, but we'll continue to work. That's what we're about to do right now, is continue to work. That's all we're going to do. It's nonstop for us. We take a lot of pride in what we do and how we do it, and like I said, we'll do what we can to get it right.
Brownie, you guys dropped your 3rd game in a row to Joplin, the doubleheader yesterday. Today you're on the mound. Pretty good start for yourself. Are you happy with what you put out there? You only allowed 3 runs in 6 2/3. You kept your team in the game, and you departed with the game tied.
Yes and no. I mean, I did some good things. Did some stuff not so well today too. So that's one that's not really yes or no. Had a 3-1 lead in the 7th and didn't get it done. So obviously not happy about that. But like I said, did some good things today, and you know, it was just one of those games.
I wanted to talk to you about that 7th inning. They get a runner in scoring position, a triple then pulls them within 1. They do the suicide squeeze bunt. Is that something that's in the back of your mind, and do you guys have a way to approach that? I know sometimes teams talk about throwing up and in if you have a feeling it's going to be on.
Honestly, no. I mean, I haven't had anybody suicide squeeze on me in years and years. I mean, probably not since college or high school even. But again, that 7th inning, I mean, it's baseball. You know, we had put up some runs, and they're fired up to get some back. The triple down the line was a good pitch. It was down and away, and he did a good job with it and put it right over the bag. So, you know, again, I mean, that's baseball. You know, you catch some breaks, some you don't, and you know, right now we're not getting much, but at the same time, we're not really helping ourselves. So, you know, just got to stick at it, keep going, keep going.
You hear this all the time in the media when the teams may be struggling a little bit, that you need a stopper in your starting rotation. Do each of you as starting pitchers, and you can only speak for yourself, I understand that, take on the mindset of, hey, I have to stop this losing streak alone, or is that just a myth?
My mindset going out there, regardless of if we've just won 5 in a row or lost 5 in a row, I mean, my job doesn't change. And I mean, we haven't had this discussion with the other guys out there, but I would imagine theirs would be about the same. Because any added pressure that, you know, you put on yourself isn't good. And so, I mean, it's another game. It's one game out of the 100-game season, and I think you got to approach all of them the same way.
Appreciate the time, Brownie. Before we let you go, anybody you want to say hi to?
Low for president. What else can you say?